And I had began a year ago challenging you to make a graph of all the different areas of your life: spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, marriage, kids, work, and evaluate yourself as to how you were doing. So if you did that, you will have a baseline that you can follow now. One of the things I've discovered this last year, since I've had just numerous medical tests, is the baseline is very important for doctors to check, because then they have something to compare what's going on in your physical body, probably mental body too, but anyway. Having said all that, I have been evaluating my own self, and one of the things I've concluded is that this last year, 2021, is absolutely, without question, the best year I have had spiritually with the Lord in terms of my relationship with Him and financially. And I think they work together because as I have been following what the Lord has been challenging me to do, He has been helping us be successful in a number of areas, one of which translates into help in the Philippine Islands. And I came across this little gal right here. Have you seen her before? She's a 2-year-old Filipina gal. She lives over in the Philippines. And when Suzanne and I first saw this, we were absolutely blown away about how God, when God is in control, God can take anything and use it for His glory. So listen for the next 2 or 3 minutes to this little gal. The fact that she sings with perfect pitch is wonderful. Not a lot of people can do that. But secondly, she doesn't even know how to read, and she's going to be singing some words. I don't know how she possibly even memorized all this stuff. Anyway, you listen and see what you think. Obviously, she doesn't even know she's a sinner yet, really. And yet, she was obviously raised in a family that is teaching her these are the kinds of songs that are good to sing. And that illustrates another point, how the Lord is using people all around the world in soul winning and bringing men and women, boys and girls to Christ. And as I just watched this little gal now, she has a whole bunch of songs. Now she's probably 5 years old. It's still precious. Suzanne and I just wept as we watched it. Just to think how God can take anybody who's surrendered to Him, no matter how they are, how they put together, whoever said they're this or that, how God can take somebody and use them for His glory and for His power. And so I wanted to share that with you just as kind of a tee up to this next video. This is Pastor Rico in the Philippines as well. He's one of the churches that are part of our Bible Institute on Sundays and Mondays. And his heart is, as most of these young pastors are, his heart is to serve God. Now, I'm not asking you to send any money. That's not the point of why I'm sharing this with you. But I want to tell you something. These guys live on about $300 a month. And I asked him 2 days ago, I said, Pastor Rico, what would your wife like to have for Christmas? And he said, Brother Gray, he said, our refrigerator broke 3 months ago. And we have not had a refrigerator. Now, I don't know what it is Celsius, but it's 80 degrees over there. And so they are relying on the old ice box several times a day to keep stuff fresh. And so I told him that I would mention to Pastor and to our church so we could pray just to see